Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. Today, we're diving into something that's absolutely critical: how AI is completely transforming financial integrity for modern hotels. Let's get started.
I love this quote because it really captures what we're talking about today. Think about it. Reconciliation is the heartbeat of financial accuracy. It's so true. Just like a heartbeat, it's this constant, vital process that, keeps the whole organization financially healthy. When it's working the way it should, you get this crystal clear picture of your hotel's financial health. But when it's not, well, the consequences can be really, really severe.
All right, so here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to dig into what we call the Herculean reconciliation task, basically the huge problem we used to have. Then we'll talk about the rise of AI auditors and how they're changing everything. That'll lead us to a really powerful new model called management by exception. And finally, we'll wrap it all up by talking about why this is the new standard and why it's something you absolutely have to know as a future leader. Okay, first up, the Herculean reconciliation task. And trust me, that's not an exaggeration. So just how big was this challenge? Let's really unpack the core problem that's been a massive headache for hotel finance departments for decades. So let's get on the same page. What exactly is reconciliation? Well, at its core, it's pretty simple. It's all about making sure two different stories actually match up. The first story is what your hotel thinks happened financially, all that data that's recorded in your property management system, your PMS. And the second story, that's what the bank says happened, which you see on your bank statements. The whole goal is to make sure that every single transaction in one story has a perfect matching partner in the other. No exceptions. Now, to really get a feel for how massive this challenge is, just picture a busy luxury hotel on a Friday night. You've got hundreds of guests checking in at the front desk. People are dining in the restaurant, getting treatments at the spa, ordering drinks at the bar. Every single one of those actions, every swipe of a credit card, creates a financial transaction. We're talking about thousands of data points every single day that all need to be perfectly, and I mean perfectly aligned. And all that complexity, it creates a huge human cost. This quote says it all: a source of immense frustration. I mean, can you imagine being the night auditor or the financial controller responsible for this? Manually matching thousands of line items? It's not just hard, it's soul-crushing. It's an incredibly high-stakes job where one tiny little error could mean you're spending hours and hours just trying to find and fix it. So this was the old way. This was the manual grind. A controller would literally spend their morning gathering up all the guest folios from the PMS, printing out stacks of bank statements, and then the fun part: manually, painstakingly, taking off line items one by one by one. And of course, when something didn't match, which happened all the time, that's when the real headache began: a long, slow investigation. I mean, it is the very definition of inefficiency. But thankfully, that inefficient old way is on its way out. We're now entering a completely new era with the rise of AI auditors. And this isn't just an upgrade, it's a whole new paradigm for financial management in our industry. And the modern view, the big insight here, is this: reconciliation is a task for algorithms, not for people. Think about it. This kind of high-volume, super repetitive work is exactly what machines were built for. Our human intelligence, your intelligence, is just too valuable to be wasted on a task that an algorithm can do better, way faster, and with pretty much perfect accuracy. And when you put the two methods side by side, wow, the comparison is just stark. The manual process, it's slow, it's riddled with potential for human error, and it just eats up countless hours of your team's valuable time. But an AI-driven platform, it's basically instant. It's incredibly precise, and it's completely automated. The difference really isn't just an improvement. It's a total game-changing transformation. So how does this magic actually work? Well, it's pretty brilliant. First, a sophisticated AI platform connects directly and securely to the hotel's bank feeds. It then just starts analyzing that stream of data in real time. We're talking thousands of transactions a second. It uses really complex logic to match up deposits from the bank with the guest folios from the PMS. And here's the crucial part: it's smart enough to account for all those little things that used to trip people up. Like small timing differences in batch settlements or those tiny variations from credit card processing fees. The stuff that drives a human crazy, the AI handles in a split second. Okay, this next part is really the strategic heart of this entire innovation. It's a concept called the management by exception model. And listen, this is about way more than just being faster. It's about completely changing the role of your finance team for the better. So check this out. The AI platform is designed to handle the 99% of transactions that are just routine and correct. It automates all the predictable, boring work. But its real power, its true genius, is in finding and flagging that tiny 1%, the handful of anomalies that actually require a human brain to investigate. This is what empowers your team to focus their valuable expertise right where it matters most.
Really, the beauty of this whole approach is that it just clears away all the noise. Think about that old saying, searching for a needle in a haystack. Well, with this system, you're not searching anymore. The system just hands your auditor the needle. It completely frees them from that monotonous task of just confirming what's right, and it lets them focus all their energy on fixing what's wrong.
Okay, so let's put a formal definition on this because it's so important. Management by exception is a model where your skilled professionals apply their expertise only to the outliers, to the exceptions. We're talking about things like a disputed credit card charge from a guest, or maybe a duplicate billing or a simple banking error. Essentially, their role completely transforms. They stop being data entry clerks and they become financial investigators. And the outcomes when you adopt this model, they're profound. I mean, first, your hotel's books are no longer a day behind or a week behind. They are always current. That means your cash position is always accurate, which gives you a real-time, up-to-the-second view of your liquidity. And, maybe most importantly, your most valuable asset, your people, are finally applying their expertise strategically on the things that really matter. All right, let's bring this all home. This strategic shift we've been talking about, it isn't just some best practice or a nice idea. It's rapidly becoming the new financial standard. And for you, as a future leader in this industry, understanding this isn't just important, it's absolutely critical for your career. Just think about this from a leadership perspective. For the general manager, the director of finance, the owners, this technology provides a massive advantage. It gives them total real-time confidence in their financial numbers. It means they can make those huge, critical decisions about investments, about staffing, about daily operations, based on data that's accurate right now, not data from last week. And really, this quote says it all. The key takeaway for you today is that in our modern, competitive landscape, especially if you're aiming for the luxury segment, this level of financial control isn't a nice-to-have feature. It's not an option. It is a fundamental requirement for excellence. This is the standard you will be expected to meet and uphold. So I want to leave you with this final thought. Today, yeah, we focused on financial reconciliation, but the principle behind it is so much broader. As you move forward in your incredible careers, I want you to always be asking this question. Always be on the lookout for those frustrating, manual, inefficient processes in your operations, because that is exactly where technology and your strategic thinking can unlock the next level of performance, both for your property and for your own career.